Hi everyone, Snake here, and today I'm gonna do something I've never done before, which is a kind of beginner's guide, sort of. Like, I'm gonna give you tips and tricks on what to do to progress, and basically what you want to do and what you certainly want to avoid when you start playing guitar. So in this video I'm going to assume that you basically just received your guitar, your first guitar. Let's just say you just unboxed it and you never touched a guitar before. So yeah, I'm going to assume that you're at level 0. So everything that I'm going to say are going to sound pretty basic, I would say, but trust me, in practice, in theory, it may seem stupid. In practice, that's gonna help you hopefully avoid tons and tons of mistakes that I think we all done when we started playing guitar, or we still do for my part. So first thing first, you're gonna want to get yourself a pick. I won't do a video on fingerstyle because I simply don't really know how to fingerstyle. I'm still beginning in that area, so yeah, don't expect a video from me on this matter anytime soon. So here I have the Jazzmaster 3. I don't know if the camera is going to focus or not. Come on. Okay, so this is a very, very small pick, as you can see here. Because I have little hands, it's really a good pickup. A good pick for me. Try to make sure that the pick you're going to use, especially when you're a beginner, suits you, because what you want to avoid is to be very uncomfortable when you're playing. So I got them from Amazon, and these are pretty pricey for picks, but try a bunch. Yeah, just try a bunch. Maybe you'll find something that you really like. And trust me, especially for long sessions, you want to be comfortable with your instrument and your pick. Otherwise, that's not gonna make it. Also, very basic, but be sure that the instrument you're using, so in that case the guitar, you're very comfortable with the guitar you just bought or you have, basically, because you need to associate the guitar to something positive in your brain. This way you are going to want to play guitar. If you associate the instrument to something negative, basically playing it will be a chore, and that's what you want to avoid as much as possible. So yeah, let's assume that you have the guitar of your dream, or at least something you're very comfortable playing with. You have a good pick, and so let's start it. So to hold a pick, I hope it shows it on camera here. So what you want to do is place one part, a large part, the largest part of the pick on your finger here, and with your thumb you're just gonna hold it above it, a bit like that. It's gonna look like that if the camera wants to focus. And basically the result is you want to have the point of the pick to be as small as possible with compared to your thumb. This way, when you're gonna do alternate picking, so alternate picking is doing something like that, you want to really have only the point, the little point of the pick hitting the string. Because if you just put the entire pick, that's not gonna be great. So that's the basic. So what you want to do now with what I'm going to assume is your left hand, or at least the hand that you're gonna play your note with. You want to build your muscle memory, that which means that you're gonna do the exercise known as the spider. Don't worry if you have a fear of the spider. You should be fine. So what you're going to do is gonna do this pattern that I'm gonna play right now. Okay. So it may seem hard at first, but what you need to keep in mind is to go very, very slow. Progress at your own rhythm. So basically what you want to do, and you can do it pretty much everywhere on the guitar, but what I would suggest is do it where you feel the most comfortable and where it puts the least pressure on your arm altogether. So I would suggest avoiding trying start it here, but you do as you want. I would suggest between the first fret and the fifth, maybe something like that, or around there, way before the 12th fret anyway. And what you're going to do is put each finger on a fret. So for instance here, I'm on the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth. So you have for each fret, each note, a finger that is put onto it. And what you want to do is just play the first note, then without raising and moving your first finger, put the second and play the note, then your middle finger without moving your finger, your two previous finger, and then your little finger, and without moving them. And then you do that for the lower string, then the lower string, then the lower. That would be the first exercise. And once you're comfortable doing that, you do the exact same pattern. But this time around, you're gonna move up with the like reverse pattern this way. So that should be the very first exercise you should do. Of course, you have other variation. I encourage you to look on Google diverse exercises of or different versions of the spider. It's basically the best exercise to build your muscle memory and train your finger. This is the best thing you can do. And this is also one of the hardest exercises you could think about. But trust me, it helps a lot building your muscle memory, building your hand, etc. And for beginners, what you want to do, because you're obviously not gonna be able to do alternate picking. So once again, something like that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, etc., etc. So you want to do downstrokes. So it's just down. Something like that. And what you want is to be in sync between your left and your right hand. So and not move the one faster than the other. So not do something like you want to stay focused and move both hands at the same time. So do it very slowly. When you start, you do it first on the sixth. I'm trying to insist on that string. Then once you've done it successfully on this string, so you've done that, I suggest you do it 10 times. And once you manage to do it 10 times without any mistake, so you've done that. I hope I did it 10 times. I think I did. Anyway, then you move to the fifth string. Then, and so on and so forth. And once you've done that 10 times for each strings, you do the drum pattern, but you go down, so you do something like that. You do that 10 times in a row, 10 times flawlessly. So if you do a mistake, for instance, you start and you go like that. Okay, so if you've done a mistake, what you do, you start all over again until you've done that whole exercise 10 times without a mistake. And then once you've done that, you do the exact same pattern that I showed, but you go up this time around and you do the exact same pattern. So you're gonna do that. You do that 10 times in a row without any mistake. That is the best exercise you can do. Also, what you can do before practicing anything is warm up your rest in this manner, and do it for both hands. That's why you won't feel tired after a long session. Also, what you need to do, and this is the most important thing, is to be very regular when you practice. I mean, if you do half hour a day, do that every single day. If you want to practice 1 hour a day, do that every single day. You need to be very regular. Otherwise, you won't progress, or worse, you're gonna regress, and that's not what you want at all. Also, take your time, and if while you're practicing so an exercise or a song, you feel that you've become tired, or suddenly there's something you don't succeed to do, you're struggling, so until then you were able to do something like that on the sixth and the fifth, so you were able to do something like that, but suddenly you're like, and you feel that there's something wrong, and you're frustrated, and take a rest for an hour, 2 hours, maybe the day. The thing is, don't push yourself too hard, because you're not gonna practice right, and that is just gonna be a disservice to you. Also, very important, never compare yourself to other guitarists. Never do that, because you're always gonna find people way better than you, and you don't need that. That's the last thing you need. You need to focus on what you can do and what are your objectives, what you want to do, what you can do, And that's the only thing that matters, basically. Also, try to avoid anything that has Ingrid Martin written on it. Avoid that at all costs. That will destroy your will, especially when you begin. I would suggest, though, watch the a series of tutorial by Andy James. You've done an old series. I don't know if you can find them on YouTube. Once you could, but now I think they've been deleted. Anyway, it's an awesome series. It goes from how to order pick, how to tune your guitar, to very advanced solo techniques. So yeah, you have from 0 to 100 in terms of levels, and it's quite awesome. So I will also suggest to practice a song, having a song that you want to play, and keep that as a goal. And for instance, if you practice an hour a day, what you want to do is take 15 minutes, 20 minutes to exercise yourself. Do, for example, the spider. You're gonna want to do that for 20 minutes in order to get really warmed up. And then if we take a very simple song that everybody played, which is and yes, I'm sure you've recognized We Will Rock You by Queen. Just kidding, Seven Nation Army by the White Strap. For instance, if you want to play that song, which is a good song to start because it helps you work on your little finger. So try to play the pattern. And at first you take it very slowly. What you need to focus is to play each note right. So no matter the time it may take, you just want to do it right. And then once you feel comfortable, you can start speeding it up and slowly but surely play the song at the right speed. And this is the same thing for each song you're gonna want to play. Also, try to stay focused that, sorry, that's not what I meant. Try to keep in mind that some song may require a technique, a particular technique. So for the most common will be, if you play metal, alternate picking. So what I showed you with your picking hand. So that's the most frequent technique you're gonna need, but it can also be something like doing hammer-ons and pulls and pull-off like this. Or it can be tapping, for instance. So yeah, try to see if a particular technique is required before you play the song. For instance, when I done my tutorial on how to play Mamas and Knock You Out, I disclosed the fact that you needed to know alternate picking and palm muting before playing the song, but other people may not disclose that. So try to focus on that also, because if a song requires a technique that you don't have, word the technique first with the goal to play the song at the end. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what you want to avoid is taking bad habits, obviously. So yeah, I don't have any particular anything else to say. If you want other advice or other tips and tricks, let me know. I'll be really happy to help you. If you want to learn a particular song or a particular technique, let me know also. I would be delighted to do a tutorial on that. And if I can help you on any matter you may have, let me know. Anyway, I hope this video had been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. See you!